what I would do if I wanted to boost my metabolism, and I don't have all day to exercise. So let's take exercise off the table for right now. We'll talk about it at the end. Number one, hydrate. So even if you have to be sedentary, even if you're driving a car for 10 hours on vacation or going to a work function, hydrate. So right here in front of me right now, and this is not for the video, this is what is just normal. You can see, I'm not planning this video. I'm in the middle of making dinner. But I got 2 of these water bottles, and I know, yes, they're plastic. I try not to put them in the sun. They're relatively new, and then I will throw them out after a season. And then I've got this one, much safer, yes. So this one's 24 ounces of water. These 2 are, one of these is still pretty full, so I've got some work to do today. But all of these, during my work day, I've been drinking them. So this one I take into the office, so between podcasts, every hour I try and drink at least a cup. So if I get behind, I'm just thinking, okay, I'll drink a cup then. I'm not drinking 2 cups to catch up. It's a great reminder. It's a great, okay, I've got a target. And if we don't have a target, we can't get what we're going. That's number 1. Here's why. You get stressed when your body is dehydrated. And when your body is under stress, you're releasing cortisol for all kinds of reasons. Because you're doing exercise, because you're fasted, because you had an argument, because your check bounced, and because you're dehydrated. All that stress happens the same way in the body. You have a very similar reaction. The body kind of shuts down, stops expending energy. Every cell in your body needs hydration. Super simple, economical. I will also put electrolytes in it. That's number 1. Super simple. Number 2, second thing is, even when you can't exercise, what I want you to do is to choose high protein meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your snacks, if you're choosing to snack, should be high protein, and here's why. It kind of works like this. So remember back to nutrition in 7th grade science, and what we learned about nutrition is that carbohydrates and protein both have 4 calories per gram that you're eating. Fat has more, okay? Fat has 9, so it's very laden in calories. It's calorically dense, energy dense. Protein, however, those 4 calories don't all get digested into your body. It takes a lot of work for your body to break down protein. So here's what happens is we end up, every gram of protein is more like 2.5 calories because the body is working so hard to do the digestion and the breakdown. That's a great bonus. But the other thing is, this is a bowl of ground meat. I'm gonna warm it up. I'm gonna have a taco salad here. So this, you want about 5 ounces of any animal protein. And if the animal protein runs, it's got a higher essential amino acid profile, meaning you don't have to eat as much of it to get all the good building blocks of muscle. If it flies, we're talking chicken or duck or goose, some of those fly better than others, but that has a little bit lower essential amino acid profile, still really good. Then if it swims, so we're talking all of the salmon, the fish, the halibut, the crab, the shrimp, all the seafoods that you might love. So it has a little bit lower essential amino acid profile, but salmon, so good for you, healthy fat. All those things high in essential amino acids, and then plant foods are the lowest with essential amino acids incomplete unless you have something that you're combining. So your beans and legumes and maybe your brown rice together make a complete protein. And a lot of us will argue now, you don't have to sit down and have those all at one meal. If you have within the course of a day, you're eating well-balanced, complementary essential amino acids from plants, that still will work for you. So it all counts, but you've got to eat a little bit more if you're eating plant foods. That, again, digesting it takes a little more time. You're sated for longer and your energy is boosted. And remember that protein is going to be the building blocks of your muscle, which is metabolically active tissue. Your fat is not. So metabolically active tissue is your best girlfriend. Here's another one. So I will do this a lot of times if I am doing a podcast and then after that I am doing a meeting or a coaching call with one of our group programs, you know, I will stand, I will lean, I will do something different. So when I'm here, what you're seeing, it looks like I'm being really lazy, but actually I'm putting my back in a different position. I'm giving it a slight arch. I'm giving my hamstrings a little bit of a stretch, you know, and then I will grab a couple more books and I will stand and I will put this at eye level on a higher platform so that I'm standing. And while I'm doing that, I will also prop my leg up. So I'm going to show you what that looks like just because this is really important. So if you have lower back issues and standing doesn't actually feel good, putting one leg up, now this is on a bench, we sit on this is our dinner table, but this one leg up, changing it, gives your hips a little break, gives your lower back a little bit of break. Other side, you know, standing versus sitting, pacing, if you're going to be on a phone call, all of these little things, this little bit of activity, it doesn't have to be hopping, jumping, or dancing, just kind of pacing around. Make a point of when I do phone calls, I go for a walk. I will do this with friends and family. When I'm going to call somebody, I don't sit at home or do it here. I take my phone with me, and when I'm going for a walk, we're talking and walking. A lot of times I'll just put it on speaker. As long as I'm not walking in traffic and they can still hear me, we're good to go. And my metabolism's getting a boost. Number 3, during the course of the day, I get it. You're busy, you're driving, you're going to a conference, you're at a conference, you can't exercise maybe the way you'd like to, but you can do some movement. Now look, I've got a 4-legged friend. Nobody else that I'm looking around is taking him for a walk. So that's me, but it's what if when I'm at a conference, what can I do? You know, even this, you know, you walk in and you go to your office and you're working on your computer, 10 air squats every hour. I've shared a video that talked about that and the benefit to your blood sugar levels. Now, what we're also doing is stimulating your major muscles. So the blood sugar benefit comes from stimulating the large muscles in your glutes, your quads, and your hamstrings. That's why it helps. But that is also a great metabolism stimulator. Just little stints during the day. Now, you get more ambitious and you want to do, hey, boom, 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 right? Boom, boom, boom. And you want to play or you want to dance around, you can do that too. But do you notice I've got sandals on? I'm not doing a workout, but I'm just going quick, quick, quick. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And you know what that also does? Stimulates your brain. It's great for blood flow, for creativity. If you can get outside and go for a walk, fantastic. But you don't have to do that. It's just little 1 minute, 2 minute, that was what, 10 seconds. Little jumps, change things up, move things, get some coordination. All you need to do is move. And that helps boost your metabolism. So there you have it, easy ways to kick in your metabolism. Look, I'm going to be 60. We got to think about these things a little bit more than we ever used to. But it's not all, oh, boom, I got to go work out. I got to go do high intensity interval training. I got to go do weights. I got to go for a walk. Moving throughout the day is actually more related, more correlated with whether we're obese or we're not. So even if you are somebody who loves to work out, you go and get an hour workout most days of the week. If you then sit the rest of the day, your metabolism is still taking a hit. So intermittent exercise and movement throughout the day adds up. Keep the water coming in, keep the high protein on top of your list when you're thinking about ordering meals or you're thinking about your snacking. And then when you can get that specific movement in, give me a 1, 2, 3. Move your feet, just play. Make it feel like play. And you got this. I'd love your ideas also. How do you boost your metabolism throughout the day?